Have you ever felt stuck in your life carrying the weight of your past? Many people struggle with their own challenges, whether it's stress, sadness, or finding their path. There's a saying that goes, "Your past is just a story, and you can change it." In the small town of Maplewood, Michael is a young man who has just returned from serving in the military. He is haunted by memories of war and finds it hard to adjust to life back home. His mother, Clara, is always there for him, encouraging him to turn his pain into something good. But can Michael really use his experiences to help others? As he decides to study medicine, he discovers that healing is not just about fixing physical wounds, it's also about helping others who are hurting. Finding purpose in tough times. When life feels like it's just going through the motions, it can really get to us, right? Without something to aim for, it's like the days just blend together, and we start asking ourselves questions like, what am I even doing this for? This feeling of just drifting without purpose can make even the smallest challenges feel way bigger. There's a simple truth that a lot of people find helpful. When you know your why, it becomes a lot easier to figure out your how. In other words, having a purpose, and it doesn't have to be huge, can bring a sense of focus. A purpose gives us something to look forward to, no matter how small it is. It could be as simple as wanting to learn a new skill, getting healthier, or just showing up for people you care about. Knowing our why can turn a regular day into something with a bit more meaning. If you're not sure where to start, that's okay. Begin with something that feels meaningful to you, even if it's a small thing. Maybe it's being present for family, trying out a new hobby, or even working towards a goal you've been thinking about for a while. Start small. Maybe read for 10 minutes a day if you're trying to learn more, or just set aside time to be with the people you care about. Having a purpose doesn't magically solve all our problems, but it does make them feel less heavy. We start seeing challenges as lessons and setbacks as just part of the journey. The power of sacrifice. Firstly, let's consider the problems that arise when we don't embrace the idea of sacrifice. Many of us want to achieve our goals, whether in our careers, education, or personal lives. However, if we refuse to make sacrifices, we might find ourselves stuck. Without giving up some leisure time or social activities, we can easily become overwhelmed by responsibilities, leading to stress and frustration. We may miss opportunities for growth because we are too busy enjoying our comforts. A quote that resonates with this idea is, "You have to give up to go up." This suggests that making sacrifices is often necessary for success. When we sacrifice something, we create space for new opportunities and experiences that can help us grow and achieve our dreams. To make the process of sacrifice more manageable, start by identifying your priorities. Ask yourself what is truly important to you. Is it advancing your career, improving your health, or spending more time with family? Understanding your priorities makes it easier to see what you might need to let go of. For instance, if your goal is to improve your fitness, you might need to skip late-night snacks or pass on a few social events. This doesn't mean giving up everything you enjoy, but finding a balance is crucial. Also, consider discussing your sacrifices with friends and family. They can provide support and encouragement, making the journey feel less isolating. When others understand your goals, it can help you stay motivated and committed. Change. Firstly, let's talk about the issues we face when we resist change. Change is an unavoidable part of life, whether it's moving to a new city, starting a new job, or adapting to a different routine. When we fight against change, we often feel anxious and uneasy. This resistance can leave us feeling stuck, preventing us from experiencing new opportunities that could lead to personal growth and happiness. A popular saying goes, "Change is the only constant in life." This reminds us that change is a natural part of our journey. When we refuse to embrace it, we risk missing out on valuable experiences and insights. Sticking to what we know can lead to boredom and frustration as we watch others grow and explore. To embrace change more effectively, shift your mindset. Instead of viewing change as something negative, think of it as an opportunity for adventure and learning. Taking small steps can help ease the transition. If you're starting a new job, make an effort to connect with your colleagues and ask questions. If you're moving, take the time to explore your new neighborhood and discover what it has to offer. Don't hesitate to lean on supportive friends and family during times of change. Sharing your concerns and fears can help you feel more grounded. Remember, embracing change doesn't mean you have to enjoy every moment. It just means you're open to where the journey might lead you. The importance of resilience. Firstly, let's discuss the challenges we face when we lack resilience. Life can throw many obstacles our way, from personal setbacks to unexpected events. Without resilience, we may find it hard to bounce back from disappointments and difficulties. Instead of moving forward, we might dwell on our failures, leading to feelings of sadness and hopelessness. This lack of resilience can hold us back from pursuing our goals and enjoying life fully. A powerful quote that reflects the essence of resilience is, "It's not how far you fall, but how high you bounce that matters." This quote emphasizes that what truly counts is our ability to recover from setbacks. Life is unpredictable, but our response to challenges defines our journey. To build resilience, start by developing a positive mindset. When faced with a setback, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try reframing it to, "What can I learn from this experience?" This shift in perspective can help you focus on growth rather than defeat. It's also essential to create a support system. Surround yourself with positive people who encourage you during tough times. Whether it's friends, family, or mentors, having supportive individuals around can make a significant difference in how you cope with challenges. Finally, practice self-care. Taking care of your physical and mental health is crucial for building resilience. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, whether it's exercising, reading, or spending time in nature. When you feel good physically and mentally, you're better equipped to handle life's ups and downs. The power of gratitude. Firstly, let's look at the problems we face when we don't practice gratitude. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to focus on what we lack instead of what we have. This negativity can lead to feelings of discontent, anxiety, and even depression. When we don't appreciate the good things in our lives, we miss out on joy and fulfillment. It becomes a cycle where we keep chasing more, but never feel satisfied. A meaningful quote that captures the essence of gratitude is, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough." This quote highlights how gratitude shifts our perspective. Instead of focusing on what's missing, it helps us see the abundance in our lives. To cultivate gratitude, start by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you are thankful for. They can be big or small, like a sunny day, a kind word from a friend, or a delicious meal. This practice trains your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life. Another effective way to practice gratitude is to express appreciation to others. Take a moment to thank someone who has made a difference in your life. A simple thank you note or a heartfelt conversation can strengthen relationships and spread positivity. Finally, take time for reflection. Set aside a few minutes each week to think about the challenges you've overcome and the people who support you. Recognizing these moments helps you appreciate your journey and the growth that comes with it. The importance of perseverance. Firstly, let's consider the problems we face when we give up too easily. Life can be challenging, and it's tempting to quit when things get tough. When we don't stick with our goals, we may miss out on great opportunities and personal growth. Giving up can lead to feelings of regret and disappointment. We often don't realize how close we are to success until we turn back. A powerful quote that embodies the spirit of perseverance is, "It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop." This quote reminds us that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. It encourages us to keep moving forward, even when the path seems difficult. To build perseverance, start by setting realistic goals. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This approach makes challenges feel less overwhelming and allows you to celebrate small victories along the way. When you see progress, you'll feel motivated to keep going. Another way to develop perseverance is to embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Everyone encounters setbacks. It's a normal part of life. Instead of viewing failure as a dead end, see it as a stepping stone toward success. Reflect on what went wrong, learn from it, and adjust your approach. This mindset shift helps you bounce back stronger. Finally, surround yourself with supportive people. Share your goals with friends or family who encourage you. Their support can give you the strength to keep pushing forward when you feel like giving up. The power of gratitude. Firstly, let's consider what happens when we don't practice gratitude. Without it, we often fixate on what's missing in our lives. This can lead to feelings of sadness, frustration, and even hopelessness. When we ignore the good things around us, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by negative thoughts. We may struggle to appreciate the little joys in life, making our days feel heavier and less satisfying. A quote that highlights the importance of gratitude is, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough." This reminds us that when we focus on being thankful, we start to see how much we already possess. Gratitude shifts our view and helps us find happiness in our current situations. To start cultivating gratitude, you can keep a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you appreciate. They can be anything, like a delicious meal, a beautiful sunset, or a friend's support. This simple act helps you notice the positives in your life, even on tough days. Another effective way to nurture gratitude is by sharing it with others. Take a moment to thank someone who has made a difference in your life, whether it's a family member or a colleague. Expressing your appreciation can strengthen your connections and spread positivity. Finally, make gratitude a part of your daily routine. Before you sleep or when you wake up, take a moment to reflect on what you're thankful for. This practice can change how you see the world over time, helping you to focus on the good rather than the bad. The importance of perseverance. Firstly, let's think about the consequences of giving up too soon. When we don't persevere, we miss out on achieving our goals and dreams. Challenges are a part of life, and when we face them, it's easy to feel discouraged and want to quit. However, giving up often leads to regret and a feeling of failure. We may look back and wish we had tried just a little harder or for a bit longer. A powerful quote that speaks to perseverance is, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." This quote by Winston Churchill reminds us that setbacks are normal, and what truly matters is our ability to keep going, no matter how many times we stumble. To develop perseverance, it helps to set small, achievable goals. When faced with a big task, breaking it down into smaller steps makes it feel less overwhelming. Celebrate each small success along the way, as these wins can boost your motivation and confidence. Another effective way to practice perseverance is by surrounding yourself with supportive people. When you have a strong support system, it becomes easier to stay motivated. Talk to friends or family who encourage you and remind you of your strengths during tough times. Finally, keep a positive mindset. Focus on your progress rather than the obstacles. When challenges arise, remind yourself of past successes and how you overcame difficulties. This reflection can inspire you to push through and stay committed to your goals. The value of empathy. Firstly, let's discuss what happens when we lack empathy. When we don't try to understand others' feelings or experiences, we can create a divide between ourselves and those around us. This lack of understanding can lead to conflicts, hurt feelings, and even isolation. Without empathy, we miss opportunities to connect deeply with others and to support them when they are struggling. We might find ourselves feeling lonely and misunderstood as well. A quote that captures the essence of empathy is, "Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages that you've had." This quote by F. Scott Fitzgerald encourages us to take a step back and consider the challenges others may face. Recognizing that everyone has their own story can help us respond with compassion rather than judgment. To cultivate empathy, start by actively listening to those around you. When someone shares their thoughts or feelings, give them your full attention. This means putting away distractions and genuinely trying to understand their perspective. Ask questions to clarify their feelings and show that you care about what they are saying. Another effective way to develop empathy is to put yourself in others' shoes. Imagine how they might feel in a given situation. This practice can help you respond in a more understanding and supportive manner. Additionally, seek out experiences that expose you to different cultures or lifestyles. Meeting people from diverse backgrounds can broaden your perspective and enhance your ability to empathize. Lastly, practice kindness. Small acts of kindness can go a long way in showing others that you care. Whether it's offering a helping hand or simply sharing a kind word, these gestures can foster a more empathetic environment. When we choose to be kind, we create connections and open the door to understanding one another better. The importance of persistence. Firstly, let's talk about what can happen if we don't practice persistence in our lives. When we give up too easily, we miss out on many opportunities for growth and success. Life is filled with challenges, and if we turn away from them at the first sign of difficulty, we might never reach our goals. Without persistence, we can end up feeling frustrated and unfulfilled, wishing we had pushed through our obstacles. Our quote that resonates with the theme of persistence is, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." This quote by Winston S. Churchill reminds us that both success and failure are part of the journey. What truly matters is our determination to keep moving forward, regardless of setbacks. To build persistence in your life, start by setting small achievable goals. Break down larger tasks into smaller steps so that you can celebrate little victories along the way. This approach makes the process feel less overwhelming and keeps you motivated. When you reach these smaller goals, take a moment to acknowledge your hard work, as this can boost your confidence and drive. Another important tip is to develop a positive mindset. When you encounter challenges, remind yourself that setbacks are not permanent. Instead of viewing them as failures, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. This shift in perspective can make it easier to stay committed to your goals, even when things get tough. Additionally, find support from friends, family, or mentors. Sharing your goals with others can provide you with encouragement and accountability. When you feel like giving up, having someone to remind you of your strengths and capabilities can make a big difference. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can help you stay persistent, as they can uplift you when you need it most. Lastly, remember to practice self-compassion. Understand that everyone faces obstacles and it's okay to struggle sometimes. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Treat setbacks as part of the journey and use them to fuel your determination to keep going.